Slimehouse TV with us here at HorrorCon UK 2018 with the legendary Dee Wallace. Dee, are you enjoying the UK and HorrorCon so far?
I love both of them. I'm having a great time. I love the people of UK, and this is one of the best run cons I've ever attended, honestly.
Well, that's nice to hear. You do a lot of American cons. How does it differ to American cons coming to the UK one?
It's much more organized and it's much more civil. We really like the hours, and we really like the way you manage the queues and the Q&As, and everybody's really nice, and I've had a really good time.
Well, that's nice to know. And a lot of the fans that you've spoken to over the weekend are people that grew up on the movies that you made in the 80s. Well, what's it like knowing that you did a film then and people are still buzzing about it today? Buzzing in English means like just loving them.
Yeah. I know.
You know, I don't know, you didn't know what cheeky meant, so I had to...
Well, I kind of got it, but cheeky has a lot of different...
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, I'm trying to learn all the different meanings of cheeky. Now, what was it? Oh, yeah. Well, you know, I kind of know that everybody's grown up on me. So I came to peace with that a long time ago. And like the last con I did, I had a 4-year-old and a 90-year-old at my table at the same time for E.T. It's wonderful, and I've heard all the stories from I was conceived in the back seat when my parents saw the Howling at a drive-in to I had never heard my son speak a word, and we went to see the re-release of E.T., and on the way home he was saying all the lines that E.T. said. You know, so I hear all the fun stories, all the miraculous stories. I love that part of this, you know, to really interact with my fans and see how what I've done affected them personally.
So just talking a little bit about acting, because you've done all different kind of genres.
I don't know anything about acting.
Well, you originally you didn't even want to be an actor, is that correct? You did acting
No.
come pretty... acting. Tell me about how you got into acting then, your big break, because I had a different story yesterday.
How I got into, well, I was born, you know, I was a dancer, that's true. I was a ballet dancer first, wanted to be a dancer, wasn't ever going to be a great dancer, so I turned my sights toward acting. I also got a degree in teaching and taught high school in another lifetime, somewhere far, far away in another galaxy. But after I taught high school, I thought, if I don't go to New York and try and do this dream, I'm never going to get out of Kansas. So I went to New York by myself, and I'm a big believer in naivete. And I was so naive, it was like, hi, I'm Dee Wallace, and I just got here from Kansas, and things just happened, and people befriended me, and my first day in New York, I had emailed this incredibly cheesy letter, cheeky and cheesy, to Hal Prince, who was one of the biggest producers on Broadway, and he was getting ready to do what ended up to be a little night music. And I had sent him this really, really cheesy picture of me like this that my brother's friend who worked on the newspaper at the high school took. And this letter, and the day I landed in New York, I had an audition with Hal Prince and got down to the last 5 girls, didn't get it. But that was really the beginning, and I became an actress because my mother was an actress in community theater and in our church. And I would watch her give these amazing half-hour performances, and people would come from 4 states to watch her perform and be bawling their eyes out. And I remember sitting in the pew when I was about 8 years old going, I want to do this. I want to make people feel like this, like my mom.
That's awesome. What would your advice be to people that are wanting to get into acting now? Have you got any a bit of like Dee Wallace advice?
I do. Be yourself. Everybody thinks that they want you to be somebody else, that they want you to be what they want, but they really want you to come in and be who you are and know who you are and bring that in, and to have fun, Don't make it like the cure for cancer. It's not brain science, you know. Kids do it every day. They go from being the crocodile to Captain Hook to Peter Pan, you know, and never go, gee, what's my intention and why am I doing this?
Yeah.
They just do it, right? So that would be my advice, is to lighten up, have fun, always be yourself, and do whatever you have to do to get in the door. I bake chocolate chip cookies. It's true. That's how I, because they wouldn't let you on the lot. So I baked a whole bunch of chocolate chip cookies and wrapped them up with cellophane and went to the guard gate and said, hi, I have deliveries. And they went, okay, go on through.
Do you know what you call that in England? Blagging it.
Blagging it?
Yeah, blagging it.
I'm a blagging.
Like telling a little white lie to get, not a harmful lie, just a cheeky lie.
A
And then
cheeky
it got
lie.
you in. You were
See,
cheeky and
there's
it got you
another
in.
use for cheeky.
You've worked with some of the biggest directors ever, Spielberg included. What would your advice be as an actress to a filmmaker, the best way to approach your actors and your actresses to get the best performance out of them?
Respect them. Respect them, ask their opinions, listen to their ideas, and make them feel like they're a very intricate, important part of the whole.
Which they are.
You bet they are. But a lot of beginning directors want to micromanage, you know, and like they have control over the set, especially in television these days in America.
Really?
Yeah.
And just to wrap it up a little bit, I mean, on your stall that you've got all the posters from all the different genres. You've done so much, and you're still doing stuff now. What is it we've got to look forward to next from Dee Wallace?
I have a beautiful film out right now on Netflix called Red Christmas. I just finished a beautiful family film called Every Other Holiday. And I also have Rob Zombie's new film, 3 from Hell, coming out.
Oh, you're in that as well?
Yes.
Wicked.
Ooh.
Well, we've got all that to look forward to. Thanks very much for joining us at HorrorCon. Will you come back again?
Oh, you bet. You just call. I'm going to be here.
She's there. Dee Wallace with Slimehouse TV at HorrorCon UK 2018. Boom.
Cheeky Dee Wallace.
Cheeky Dee Wallace.